Liberia, a small African nation on the coast of West Africa, was established in 1847 by a group of freed American slaves. These pioneers set sail for Africa in search of a new life and founded a nation based on the principles of democracy, freedom, and equality. They named the capital city Monrovia after James Monroe, the U.S. president who supported their cause. Liberia became the first African country to adopt a democratic form of government, and its flag was inspired by the U.S. flag, representing a shared history and aspirations for a better future. Liberia's founding story is a testament to the resilience and determination of those who fought for freedom and equality.
Supporter of the ACS. These settlers, or Americo-Liberians, had very little in common with the natives and did not integrate with them, but rather kept to themselves, and clashes and fighting flared up every now and then. In 1847, Liberia declared independence, and Joseph Jenkins Roberts was elected president. The United Kingdom was the first to recognize the new state, which was Africa's first republic. The Americo-Liberians continued as a ruling elite minority, but their efforts at extending their territory were stymied by the French in the Ivory Coast and the British in Sierra Leone, and the young country's economy began to falter. In 1926, under Charles D.B. King, Liberia negotiated a deal with the Firestone Tire and Rubber Company, and rubber plantations popped up, and exports were shipped out, and money washed in. In 1930, President King was compelled to resign after a League of Nations commission discovered Liberia was engaged in slavery and forced labor. During World War II, Liberia's rubber proved highly beneficial to the Allies, and the United States built up Liberian infrastructure, and the country prospered under the long regime of William Tubman. Now, since the Republic's foundation, the country had been ruled by members of the colonizing Americo-Liberian or Congo class, and the indigenous inhabitants of the land were growing more and more frustrated. In 1980, Master Sergeant Samuel Doe led a military coup and seized power, and the president and his cabinet were shot dead. Doe became president, but in 1989 his reign was challenged by a former government minister, Charles Taylor, who led a rebel army against him in the First Liberian Civil War. The conflict ruined the nation. 200,000 people were killed. The economy was decimated and living standards plummeted. Taylor became president, but was himself toppled by rebels in the Second Liberian Civil War. In 2005, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf became the first woman elected to lead an African state and made peace and reconciliation a top priority, winning the 2011 Nobel Peace Prize for her wonderful efforts. In 2017, the football legend George Weah was elected president, vowing to tackle the corruption that has long poisoned Liberian politics. Liberia today faces manifold obstacles to betterment, but it has done admirably recovering from its horrific years of strife and upheaval. And here's hoping that this good land, rich in resources, sees happier times ahead. But as for me, it's bye for now. Bye-bye!
ഇതാണ് അമ്പലത്തിൻ്റെ മെയിൻ എൻട്രൻസ്. നോർത്ത് ഇന്ത്യൻസിൻ്റെ അമ്പലം ആയതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ എല്ലാം ഫുൾ അറേഞ്ച്മെൻറ്റും നോർത്ത് ഇന്ത്യൻസിൻ്റെ രീതിയിൽ തന്നെയാണ്. പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് അമ്പലത്തിലെ പ്രതിഷ്ഠകൾ എല്ലാം മാർബിളിൽ കുത്തിയ പ്രതിഷ്ഠകളാണ്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഓരോ റൂമിലായിട്ടല്ല എല്ലാ പ്രതിഷ്ഠകളും ഒരുപോലെ നിരത്തി വെച്ചിരിക്കുകയാണ്. നവരാത്രി ആയതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ദുർഗാദേവിയുടെ ഒരു
Mong mati.